snowing again. Sorry. This is actually, no, that's not true. I have talked today just to children. So, welcome to December 7th. Got my third cup of coffee because, I don't know, today's feels kind of, I'm tired. I'm very tired today. I don't know what it is. I slept all right. Just feeling kind of exhausted. I don't know if it's the snow. Usually I get very excited by snow. So it's odd. I guess maybe I'm just stressed out. I think that's what it is I'm very stressed out. I managed to finish Brandon's sock yesterday. I shared that in the video if you watched yesterday's Vlogmas. Kids love their socks, they love their pajamas, and they were very excited by their books. I'm sure you saw Penny jumping up and down like crazy. She's so funny. And then Theo went to sleep with his dinosaur encyclopedia book. Yeah, his book is, it's like an encyclopedia of dinosaurs, but also fossils and other things from that prehistoric era. So it's very neat, and he's very, very excited about it. He wanted B to read him the whole book last night. It's like 1,000 pages, so that wasn't happening at all. But they looked through it and they had a great time. And for Penny, she got the Teeny Tiny Santa book, which if you have a toddler, I highly recommend it. It is very adorable, and you can make funny voices throughout it, and it's really cute. But yeah, the biggest thing that happened today is I started my GoFundMe. So if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen my post. Yeah, it's something I've been looking at doing for a little bit. I've had various ideas of how to do something like this, and it's gone through several stages in a matter of weeks. But I think now I have finally narrowed it down, and I'm finally serious, and I have a space. I just need to confirm rent. I need to figure out insurance. I need to figure out a cash register. And lots of other things. But originally I wanted it to be a knitter's cafe. Well, that was very limiting, and I didn't love the idea of it. So now it's evolved and it's become a makerspace. This is a rough name. It's just the start. But basically, I want it to be an all-inclusive, community-based space for makers of all kinds to gather, work together, become friends, and grow. The Waterloo region here is quite involved in crafts and arts and things like that. Waterloo itself is very art forward. We have the KW Knitters Guild here, which I'm sure that's someone I should talk to as well about this. But I have a great space here in Cambridge, where I live in Ontario, and yeah, I am looking to make it welcoming, community involved, everybody's included type space. I want to work with all makers. I want to work with local retailers, small businesses, teachers, lots of people, lots and lots of people. I want to be as big and as inclusive as possible. I just want this to be fun. Excuse me. My goal is to just have a great space where people can come and do their craft, where they can meet. I find this so important, especially after COVID, with everybody being separated, trying to connect, trying to find ways to make connections. I want this to be that space. So I want to have pop-up shops from everybody, like pottery, weaving, punch needle, crochet, knitting, obviously, things like that. I don't want it to be knit centric though. I want to focus on all fiber arts. I actually just reached out to a local weaver and asked them if that's something they'd be involved. I mean, we have Guelph right next door, we have London. So I want to bring all these people together, like a one-stop shop for all your crafts. I think that would be fantastic. I want to have a storefront, but not like, I don't want that to be the primary goal. It'll just be, I need to keep this place open somehow, right? And so money and income needs to, like an income needs to be there. So by having a storefront, I can do that. But I'm looking to stock embroidery, cross stitch, weaving, felting, like all of that, and art. Art would be a big one, like painting, things like that. So we would have, like I said, pop-up shops, but also classes where I would bring in different instructors and we'd gather together. Maybe we would even take trips together, because there's a lot of farms around here that supply wool and alpaca farms, and there's one that has Angora rabbits. I think that'd be fun to take trips like that, to go as a group and go and learn and explore and just become more familiar with the craft that we all enjoy so much. Yeah, there would also be, oh my goodness, I just completely lost my train of thought. Here, let me, I have a notebook going of all these things I want to do. Sorry, yes. Classes. Oh yeah, I would have a board where various makers can advertise and share their stuff with us. So if you're a pattern designer of any kind and you're having a sale, or you want to promote your work, just promote your work. That's it. You don't have to run sales. But if you want to promote your work, then you would share that too. Yeah, I just want everybody to grow together and feed off of each other, and just, yeah, it's gonna have a coffee bar and a tea bar, but that won't be the primary purpose, right? It'll just be like, if you're here, you can have tea. If you're here, you can have coffee. I might bring in snacks, refreshments, things like that, but we'll have couches and chairs, and for the classes, we'd have pop-up tables so we can all sit together and maybe even do a movie night. Yeah, just, you know, different things, something for everybody. Because I find, especially with COVID, people being locked in their houses, they have reached to crafts, to art, to grow, to still be stimulated somehow, to, you know, just to be happy. And so I want to promote this. I want this to keep going. Knitting has done so much for me, and I know it's done a lot for other people, and I want that to keep going, and I want people to be happy. So yeah, so I'm looking into insurance right now. I am looking into startup business costs, looking into whether I need a business ID. I'm looking into, like I said, insurance. Did not know that was a thing, so I'm learning a lot. I know in Canada you can get funding for startups, you can get funding for small businesses. There's grants and there's loans and there's things like that, so I'm looking into that. Yeah, there's a lot of startup costs, and I have nothing to start with. I have no money of my own to put into this, so the GoFundMe is going to be huge. And then looking at grants and loans and things like that is going to be also crucial. But yes, I don't know what else there is to say about this, except that when I say working with small businesses and local makers and things like that, I want to carry indie dyed yarn. I want to carry embroidery kits and cross stitch kits and things like that. So if you have suggestions for anybody in Canada that you know that would be a great fit for something like this, then please leave a comment below and let me know. I am searching far and wide and making lists of people that would be great for this and people I want to involve in this. So yeah, I want to share and give back as much as possible. And yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not very eloquent, I know. This has just been something that's been running through my mind for so long now, and it's just, I have so many ideas, and putting them down on paper has definitely helped, but it's a mess. It's like 5 pages of just like, so, but yeah, I'm thinking about all the different things I can do, how to make it inclusive, how to make an income basically so that I can keep this up and running, because I can't just offer a space and then have no income, because I can't, that'd be like an out-of-pocket thing and that doesn't make any sense. So, but I really, sorry, I am just all over the place today. But yes, I want to work with as many people as possible, because that would be amazing. And that would be inclusive. And that would be very, very wonderful. Because community over competition, right? And I don't want to step on any toes. It's not going to be a yarn store or anything like that. It's going to be a space for people to come together and do their thing. First and foremost. So, yes. That is where I've been at today. Yeah, and then we'd host make-alongs, because those are just so much fun. I want to learn how to quilt properly and maybe do English paper piecing. That would be really fun. And that's something we can do together. Hand sewing, just stuff like that. I know there's sewing shops around here. I think there's a place called Make One in Guelph, and they offer classes and stuff. So even partnering with them and outsourcing to them for like all of us to go and take a class together, I think that'd be a lot of fun. So yeah, just brainstorming ideas. So today's not very entertaining because suddenly this took over my life. And yeah. I have 2 designs I'm working on right now. One is a cowl for my local yarn store, and then the socks I shared with you yesterday. I ripped them out. What I shared with you yesterday, I completely took apart and realized that I hated them. So, without going further and realizing that I hate them even more, I just decided to rework it. So I sat down with the program I use and redrew them. So the central pattern is still the same, but I added radiating purl stitches. So you have your central panel, and then going out of it are these purl stitches. And I didn't get far because we got busy with various activities like giving the kids a bath and putting them in their new PJs and opening their presents. So this is all I have. I don't know if you can see, but there's the pearls right there. And there's the central panel. So I didn't even complete one full repeat, but I wanted to share that with you because that is the process. So yes. And then this morning I showed you I put in the next stripe, and I realized that those 2 colors I told you might be 2 stripes were actually 2 stripes. So there it is. You can see there's a slight color change, and I love this one. I think it's so impressive when you get speckles in your self-striping. I think that's very, very impressive. And I can't imagine it'd be very easy to do either. But yes. Yes. That is all that I've done today in terms of knitting, is I put in the next stripe for day 7. Yeah. So I am going to go back to doing research. I am currently looking up cash registers, and what a world we live in. Things have changed so much technologically. I'm looking at a Square, and they have so many options, and I'm thinking about inventory now and how to manage all of that. And do I run a website at the same time with this store that I'm gonna have at the space? And it's like, oh my goodness. There are just so many steps involved in trying to open a business that I am overwhelmed. And I think that's why I'm feeling tired, is because I'm overwhelmed and I'm stressed and I don't know what to do. So I am trying to figure that all out. So let me get back to that. And yeah, I actually haven't even taken out anything for dinner. I have no idea what I'm gonna make now. It is now 12:45. Penny is napping. Theo's at school. Maybe we'll just do pizza tonight. Not very good on my part, but I'll make it up tomorrow. So I don't know if I'll have much more to share with you today, so I'm just gonna say goodbye now, and maybe I'll have some more knitting to show you later. But thank you so much for watching, for being here, and I'll try to have more interesting content for you tomorrow. Bye.